Apparently today, November 1st, is National Authors Day. So I thought I would do a quick video and introduce you to some of the authors that I like. So let's see where to begin. Well, we'll start on this shelf. One of the authors that I enjoy reading is Laurell K. Hamilton. She does the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series, and she also does the Mary Gentry series. I haven't started reading these yet because I haven't finished the Anita books, so I can't talk about the Mary Gentry books. I'm about halfway through the, I want to say 18 Anita Blake novels that's out there. I've lost count. This is the last one that I picked up. I don't know if she's released one recently, I haven't checked. But this is the last one that I picked up. The first book in the Anita Blake series is called Guilty Pleasures. I don't have that one yet because when I collect an author, like I have with Laurell, I started the collection with Blue Moon and I bought it in hardback. So I like to have the set in the same kind of book style. So I want all of my Anita Blakes in hardback. And I haven't gotten a hold of the first half. This is the last half. I think I was halfway through Incubus Dreams, and then I got distracted by something else. The Mary Gentry books I started picking up in paperback, because these are easier to find. And I had discovered Anita before I discovered Mary. So I'm picking up the Mary Gentrys in paperback. But all of my Anitas are in hardback. Same with Harry Potter. My younger cousin introduced me to the Harry Potter series. I was reading her copies until the 7th book. The 7th book was the first one that I bought myself. Went to a midnight release party for the first time. It was so much fun. And then I have 1 and 2, and I need everything in between. I just haven't been able to get them. So the Harry Potter series is another series I enjoy. The author on that one, as we all know, is J.K. Rowling. Then one of the first authors that I started collecting, I don't know if many would know about him, is Andrew M. Greeley. These are sort of mystery novels. The main characters are Nuala Ann McGrail and her eventual, in the storyline, husband, Demont, and their children. Nuala is what the Irish call Fae, which means she kind of sees things. She sees things in the future, she sees things in the past, and there's glare, sorry about that. The way that the chapters work in this book is they alternate between the mystery that they're solving in the present and something from the past that's linked to the present, and then they alternate chapters. It's really good if you're into romance and mystery. Andrew M. Greeley has several other series out that I haven't gotten to yet, but Nuala Ann is my all-time favorite. The first book in this series is, I believe, again, it's if I buy a book, the first book I bought in this series for myself was Irish Eyes. And because it had been a brand new book, and actually I should probably check one of the later books. The latest that I know of, now there could be another, but I doubt it because he kind of it is sporadic with his release, is Irish Tweed. Is the last one that I have by Andrew M. Greeley. Father Andrew M. Greeley, which after you read some of the scenes in the books, you go, really? He's a Catholic priest? Okay. Being raised Catholic, after reading some of these scenes, you kind of go, how does a priest know what married life is like? Yeah, I know, very naive of me, right? But, aha, okay. The first book, I don't know if you guys can see that, that's kind of blurry. But the first book in this series is Irish Gold. All of the titles begin with the word Irish. And they all have this little Inula Ann McGrail novel tag. I love these books. They're so sweet and they're funny. And as most of my longtime watchers know, I'm a history buff. And I just love the way that he intertwines past events in Ireland and in the United States, Irish history, in with the current theme. It's just marvelous. And then, of course, I have Star Trek novels. I have 2 rows here of Star Trek novels by various authors. The last one that I read was the last Titan book, which I have to admit I didn't finish because I just couldn't get into it. So this is one of those books where I'm going to set it aside and then come back to it later. And then what I still need to read, this is the new set, is the Typhon Pact set. I haven't read these, but I really want to, especially the Next Generation book, because Picard and Crusher finally have their baby. And I've been waiting for that for so long. But as you can see, I have double layers of Trek novels here. I mean, most of the different authors are awesome. Some of my favorite Trek novels was Battle for Beta Z. I read that in one sitting. I really enjoyed the Destiny series. The Trek novels, or the Voyager novels, I really enjoyed those. I'm not reading the new Voyager novels because of the way the Destiny books ended. I can't read, and I don't know if this is spoiler alert if you haven't read these, but I can't read Voyager books without Captain Janeway. That's not going to happen. And then you have authors that do comic books. So, you know, National Author Day, we have to give props. That was my dog. She's agreeing with me. You have to give props to the comic book authors. So I have these, and my favorite comic book author is Gail Simone, who did Birds of Prey. I think she's still writing Birds of Prey. Or, no, wait a minute, since the revamp, I think she's writing Barbara's Batgirl book. I have to check. I haven't been reading up on my comic books. But Gail Simone is just the end-all be-all as far as female writers for me. She's just absolutely brilliant. Classic authors. You know, we have our classic books. It's not just, one of my favorites is The Thornbirds, written by Colleen McCullough. That is definitely a classic read. Menage a Trois is another, or Menage a Three, is another comic, but it's a web comic. I can't pronounce the names, and if this doesn't come out real well, I will put it in an annotation. These are the author's names. I will put a link in the description bar below with the website for this one. It's a really good webcomic. And that's about it. Well, I have biographies. You know, everybody reads biographies. So, you know, Carol Burnett and Julie Andrews are the 2 that I have yet to read. I have many books. Many authors to be grateful for. So, yeah. To all the authors out there who give us all pleasurable hours of enjoyment with their works and put their time and effort into writing these wonderful books, Happy National Authors Day.